Mabel lived on the edge of a quiet village, her small, quiet house where the floor made a faint creak sound when walked on. There were old curtains hanging on the window which he liked very much. Her small garden was full of wildflowers and grass, a natural beauty that she loved. Mabel was accompanied by her black and fluffy cat, Shadow, who always followed her like a shadow, whether she was cleaning the porch or relaxing in a rocking chair by the warm fire. Shadow was always close to him. Mabel didn't have much wealth, just a warm fireplace and a comfortable chair, but she was always happy and content. The people of the village were amazed at his calmness. On a cool, golden autumn morning, Mabel went outside to clean her porch. Orange and brown leaves danced around her feet. Shadow was also there, wagging his tail, playfully clawing at the fallen leaves. But suddenly, Shadow stopped by an old pot and shouted loudly, "Meow! Meow!" he called out. He started circling the place and clawing at the ground. Mabel watched in amazement. Shadow rubbed Mabel's legs lovingly. Mabel moved closer, her eyes widening in surprise. There, under the old wooden bench, lay a small wooden box with a small golden lock on it. Mabel whispered softly, "Oh my God, what did you find, Shadow?" Mabel carefully brought the box into the house and placed it on the table. There were beautiful hand-carved carvings on the wood. The lock was very old and no key was visible. Mabel thought, what will be in that box? Mabel searches every old place in the house to find a key. Finally, under a layer of old clothes, she found a small rusty key that she had always considered useless. His heart was beating loudly. The key went into the lock just right, and there was a soft click. The lock was opened. Mabel lifted the lid. There was no gold or shiny diamonds inside. Instead, in the box was a very soft and old piece of woolen blanket, and underneath it was a piece of thick paper. Mabel put the blanket aside and unfolded the paper. It was not a message, but a very beautiful drawing. The drawing featured Mabel's same little house, filled with green and yellow. And beneath it was written a small name, Lily. Tears welled up in Mabel's eyes and a sweet smile appeared on her lips. Lily was the name of her youngest daughter who had passed away as a child, and Mabel thought the drawing was lost. This box was not a worldly treasure, but it was more valuable to Mabel than gold and silver. It was a memory of a small, forgotten love that Shadow had brought back to her. Mabel picked up the warm blanket and pressed it against her cheek. Now she understood why she had stopped. It was a way of reminding him that the peace he had was not because of loneliness, but because of the power of beautiful memories.